This was released by the Australian Radiation Service on March the 11th, in March 2000, and this was the potential fallout, which has actually come to pass. So here's Japan, and here are you. So within and this is the airborne radiation, and for the first 2 days, the wind was blowing from the west towards the east towards you, and the ambient levels of radiation in Seattle went up 40,000 times above normal. Did you know that? And if you didn't know, why didn't you know it? And if you weren't told by the government, why not? Because you elect the government to represent you and not the corporations. Huh?
The reason we never heard that radiation increased by 40,000 times on the West Coast is because it didn't. Nor was it ever predicted to. The fallout map that Caldicott is using was a joke. The website Snopes, famous for rooting out and reporting hoaxes, has a page on this map declaring that it is a hoax. The Australian Radiation Service expressly denies that they published the map. A reason why this is obviously a hoax is it says the western United States will receive 750 rads of radiation. However, it only takes between 250 and 400 rads to kill 50% of the people exposed. So this dose the West Coast was supposedly going to receive, and which Caldicott seems to think did receive, should have in fact killed most of the people on the West Coast. This hoax fallout map was spread around within hours of the disaster, and was debunked within a few days. And yet here it is, almost 4 years later, being reintroduced back into the public discourse, and by a prominent speaker. And yet Caldicott not only reintroduces this hoax, she adds a feature that serves to give it undue credence. Notice that she said this is the fallout that was predicted and that came to pass.
And this was the potential fallout, which has actually come to pass.
When this hoax map was released within hours of the disaster, it was presented as a prediction for fallout over the next 10 days. So if you fell for this hoax, that's the most that you could say, that this is what was predicted. And yet Caldicott adds that it was not only predicted, but it came to pass. In other words, it was confirmed. Yet that is something that she cannot possibly know, because it was never confirmed. It never happened.